welcome to another segment of Mishti Talk. I'm Indira, and with me I have the beautiful Jinnie. And today we are discussing Valentine's Day. Yes, it's that time of the year when love is in the air, February, and it's getting busy, isn't it?
It is. I do really like Valentine's Day, and for a lot of people they feel it's very commercialized. But I think it's a great day just to celebrate love, whether you're single, in a relationship. It's just something, something fun to do, I guess. Just celebrate like the little things in life. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be anything big, like gesture-wise, but just the thought behind something. Someone thinking about you in that way. I'm like a classic romantic. I like my roses and flowers and champagne. And,
and strawberries and chocolate.
Yeah. So just like, just keep that consistent every year, and I think you'll be good to go.
Well, like you said, it's not only about couples. Singles can also celebrate Valentine's Day. You can also go out with your friends, get a bunch of group of friends together. It's just celebrating love. So it doesn't have to be love with your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It can be love with your friends, love with your family, whoever. It's just a nice day that we can all celebrate.
Yeah, just go pamper yourself, book yourself like a day spa, facial, whatever. Doll up, go out for like a nice dinner, have a few drinks, and let loose.
Speaking of that, do you think chivalry is dead?
That's a tough question, and some people may not agree with what I say, but I think definitely it has been diminished over the years, for sure. From my days, I would say it has steeply declined. Just little things like, when couples go on dates for the first time, guys, don't, I guess, take the initiative to pick up the girl, or offer to pick up the girl, and just go to the restaurant or whatever they have booked together. It's more like, let's book a, time, date, place, and I'll like meet you there. And, if the date doesn't work out to their satisfaction, then they have, so other backups just in case.
Next.
Yeah.
Keep swiping.
It's become such a numbers game these days with the app. Like, there's pros and cons to the app, don't get me wrong. I'm not against the whole, like, online dating, it's worked for a lot of people. But just because you've got so many options doesn't mean chivalry has to be, dead. But also, you don't have that vibe and that chemistry you do with someone when you interact with them in person.
Absolutely.
Someone, may not be your standard, good looks, but when you meet them in person and their demeanor, their confidence, the way they carry themselves, the conversations you have with someone, it makes a big difference in how you sort of connect with each other,
Yeah, so not to judge a book by its cover, just because he might be really handsome and good looking and a great body and muscles and everything, he might not necessarily be Prince Charming, and vice versa as well. So, give it a go, especially for the single people out there. It's not all doom and gloom.
I do feel though, some good-looking guys, don't make as much of an effort because they feel they don't need to compensate because they have their looks.
Yeah, that's very true as well.
Is that what you found in your experience as well?
Yeah, of course. Because they think that their looks will just make up for everything, but manners and respect and all of that.
That's right.
That makes, there's no point being really good looking and having a personality of a toilet. Like, it's just not going to work, is it?
No,
not in the long run. Because as we age and everything, our looks diminish as well.
Absolutely.
So it's just the person, what's inside, that matters. And
I mean, it's really easy to get someone's attention, but you need to hold that person's attention.
And that's
I think
with
that's
actions.
important. Exactly.
Yeah.
How you are as a person. So, so I just think like more men out there need to be chivalrous and just be a bit more thoughtful and considerate. Like, it doesn't have to be anything over the top expensive. Just a bit of gesture, whether it's a card or a flower, just to put a smile on someone's face.
Yeah, and you're right. And it doesn't necessarily have to cost money. Like, just writing a simple note, I love you. I think notes around the house, messages, things like that.
Really cute.
They make such a big difference. Like, opening the door for your lady, pulling the chair out and say, sit down before me. Just simple things like that make a girl so happy.
At least in the honeymoon phase, guys, like, you need to be doing
Not
that.
just the honeymoon phase, always. You can't just pretend in the honeymoon phase.
I know, but the reality is it unfortunately, is not sustainable. But yeah, do it when you can, I think. Celebrate the little things in life and do it when you can. So I think in Valentine's Day is definitely, well, for me anyway, is, just one of those things that, it's just nice to celebrate.
Having said that though, it's not just guys do everything for the girls. The girls also have to, girls as in women, ladies, we have to also put in an effort to make your man happy. It's not just a one-way street, it works both ways. So, I mean, apart from looking beautiful and looking after yourself, there's a lot of other things that you can do. What are some of the things that...
I agree. I'm one of those girls that definitely think it needs to be a two-way street.
Yeah.
It needs to be reciprocated. So if you're expecting, the red carpet to be, I guess,
laid out for you,
I think you need to make, that level of effort as well. Like, I think it's considerate and it's just courteous to do that. It's
exactly.
I've bought gifts in the past, like the colognes or like a nice tie or something personal to them, along with the cards. I think that's sweet. I think they appreciate that.
Of course.
I think, a lot of men don't expect that, but when they get it, I think they get really happy.
They love it, because guys need love as well. So it's not just, girls expecting things and getting gifts all the time. It's both ways, and it doesn't have to be gift giving. You can cook them a nice meal. I mean, guys can cook their girls a nice meal as well, so it just works both ways.
Well, the world's best chefs are men.
Yes.
So
so that's an idea as well,
Yeah. What have you, what are some gifts that you've given in the past?
So I think, like you said, gifts like cologne, ties, things, maybe cooking for them. What else?
Oh, you have cooked?
Yeah, I do cook.
Okay.
I do cook, yes.
You're going to have me over for dinner one night.
Oh, yes, of course. Anytime, Ginny, anytime for you.
Men appreciate practical things, but it doesn't always have to be an object.
No, that's right.
It can be an experience. You can actually buy an experience. I think experiences for me are more important than actually buying gifts for someone.
That's right.
When you think back, over the years, whether it's your relationships or friendships, it's the memories you make with them is what you sort of hold. Like, I honestly cannot remember half the gifts that I've got over the years, but, the experiences that I've had with people is what I sort of take. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm more an experienced person than, I guess, gifts. So I think that's
going
more important
for
me. Yeah, so some of the things that, I've done in the past, I guess booked the bridge climb.
Yeah.
The bridge climb, and we've done skydiving, although I did not sleep the night before. It was an amazing experience and I would do it again. Book dinners, and Hunter Valley, or, whatever is something that you enjoy together. I think,
absolutely.
That's, it doesn't have to be, again, overly extravagant, but something that you both sort of enjoy. Picnic at the beach.
Picnic, yeah, that's beautiful.
Right, that's cute.
Yeah, it's romantic.
Yeah,
and
nice. Intimate, you get to actually really be present with each other. I think that's important.
Even going for a walk or spending time together at the beach, cooking for that person. I mean, things don't have to be so overly materialistic. It's the thought, and it's more about spending quality time with each other. So don't always think that, having a woman or a man in your life is going to be high maintenance and it's going to cost money. If it's a long-term thing, it's more about the quality of time that you spend with each other and what you do for each other. That really, really counts.
Yeah, I think you said it really well. It's the actual quality time you spent with each other. And, when you've been in a long-term relationship, you get stuck in a bit of a, I guess some people get stuck in a bit of a rut. Mm-hmm. And Valentine's Day, although it should be
every day.
Every day. It should be, but in reality, it doesn't always happen.
No.
But I think Valentine's Day is a good day, as a reminder to, I guess, celebrate your relationship and that bond that you have with that person, to reconnect and spend that quality time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why it's one of my favourite days in the year, apart from Christmas.
Yes. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Hope you get everything you wish for, whether you're in a relationship or single. I hope you have an amazing day.